I just know it works across two of them.
How's it going?
How's it over?
How's it going?
So tell us a little bit about your team, and then tell us a little bit about your project that you're working on.
Okay, well, our team's called Dinosaurs. It's for dynamic source. It's like a dinosaur because it's called the Dinosaurus Rex. And it's basically a robot that you can control with your cell phone over the internet from anywhere in the world. And it'll have a live camera feed and hopefully get claw to pick up something. And yeah.
Awesome.
The structure will be out of Lego and some polystyrene and some printed plastic, and that's it.
So what is this?
This is the Raspberry Pi. It will serve as the brain for the robot. It's at the moment the smallest computer in the world, and yeah, so everything will be tailored onto there, and from there we can control everything.
Awesome. So this is the body. I'm assuming that's the body.
Yeah, that's the start of it.
Okay.
But the wheels and things I think we'll try to get printed on.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is a very basic draft.
Awesome. And the battery part.
Yeah, so obviously we have to supply different parts of the circuit with different current because we can't drive all the current through our Raspberry Pi. So I'm just busy trying to design that part so that we can drive the motors separately through operational amplifier or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, a couple of challenges to have to overcome.
And what have you guys pretty much used for parts? So so you've got the Raspberry Pi, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we've
Raspberry
got
Pi.
a motor that we're going to use to drive the wheels.
Yeah, we stripped down an old little helicopter. It's no longer anything. We're using that motors and servos. We also, you guys gave us this. We're planning to strip this down and hopefully be able to maybe salvage the Wi-Fi, and these sonar sensors would be amazing. But we're having a bit of trouble with those screws. They seem to be struggling. But yeah, in general, it's just all electronic parts stripped from different things, old projects of mine.
Yeah, we've got USB hub for the Raspberry Pi so that we can provide power to the USB devices without taking power from the Pi. And yeah, we've got a webcam. It's going to be the camera for the Pi. And yeah.
Awesome.
I think that's all the parts.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.
No problem.
Cool. How's it? Can we ask you guys a couple of questions quickly about what project you're working on, what the ideas?
Sure, you can speak to Raoul, he's our
Spokesperson, okay.
Team captain is gone, so you're up next.
Okay, we are currently working on the small TT challenge. So we are busy building the sensors and developing a process on how we're going to grab the data and interpret them.
Okay, so you've got quite a big team, so you're doing both the sensoring part, some physical hardware, plus the actual software part that's going to be running. Okay. And I understand you guys are also printing some 3D printing stuff at the moment.
Well, we're going to be printing probably housing for hardware stuff.
Okay.
And it seems we're printing one of our modules or one of our sensors. We need a sensor to actually calculate how hard it's raining outside, and we're actually printing one of those now because we didn't buy one.
Okay.
So, yeah.
And how many, so in terms of a smart city, I assume there's a lot of stuff that you can do, a lot of sensors, a lot of things that you can track and monitor. Are you focusing on a core set of them, or is this one specific element that you're focusing on?
Okay. No, you can go first.
Right at the moment we are monitoring humidity, rain, temperature, and current temperature, lights to see whether it's dark outside. And we're going to match those to see how the impact on the traffic.
Okay.
So we need to set up
Plus 25i en ek skuif dit min 10 120.
And so,
Yeah, Skalk says that the first rule of house fag is don't be on fire.
We can sort out many other things, but fire is a problem.
okay, so this one's now printing what the smart city guys are working with.
Yes,
right?
it's printing a rain sensor.
Okay.
So it's basically, this is the funnel part. This will be a toggle cup, except that this little cup has a problem. I'll print another one just now. It's not a big part. And then it will basically fill up half of it, and toggle over, and then fill up the other half, and toggle over again. And every time it toggles, the software knows about it. And then the software knows exactly what the volume of the rain is.
Okay.
And to work out the millimeter of precipitation, you basically take the volume and you spread it over the area of the funnel, and you know exactly what the precipitation is.
And this is this a type of an open source design that
Exactly.
you downloaded and then just?
I just got it straight from Thingiverse. So I basically went to the site and I searched for rain sensor. Yeah, use that.
In your opinion, as someone that has now actually built their own 3D printer, because then again printing more 3D printers, where do you see this technology going? I mean, it's still new, right? But it's already kind of hit this open innovation space.
Yes, I think if you want a tool to make anything you would like to use, or in order to express your creativity, 3D printer is a very. I mean, if I had this as a student, you cannot imagine what you might be able to get up to if you had a tool like this. So my goal is to make it as easy as possible for South Africans to make with stuff that you can get at the local hardware store.
Okay.
So all you need to do is get someone to print the parts for it, and you can basically go to Boulders or wherever and just get the rest of the stuff and start building your machine. And if we can get, I think that the main goal of the RepRap program was to make the machines available to everyone.
Okay.
I mean, if you have a machine like this and you can start sharing your ideas on websites like this one, the value to humanity, if you have innovators. Someone needs a rain meter, you just download and print. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.
No problem.
Awesome.
Yeah, this is more or less the same thing, but this is for one chicken. We're recording a chicken here from day 1 to day Sunday. This is day 1 for a specific chicken.
When we are for someone to be able to record day 1 or Monday, we have managed to
yes, you know why you're using it. Can I have your number? This is more or less the same thing. This is the same thing. This is like for one.
Hi guys, so tell us a little bit about your team and your project. What are you working on?
Okay, our team, it's DAF Nuts, as in the astronauts in development. we're basically focusing on the poultry farming. We're going to create an application that will assist our backyard farmers in poultry farming. So basically we're going to be developing an app that will be accessed anywhere in the world using any mobile or any devices, because it's not platform specific. So we're going to be using JSP. So you're going to just, if you have a web browser enabled device, it can be a computer, it can be a cell phone, it can be anything. You're going to access it through a URL, and it's going to pull the application, and you're going to be able to access your production in it. You're basically going to have to register and then log in register with your details and everything. You're going to be allocated a username and a password that you're going to be able to log into the application to access all of those.
Okay. And what's the background of the team? Are you all software developers, or kind of like what's the team made of in terms of skills?
Our skill set varies. We have software developers as well as basically people that look after strategical architecture, system architecture, as they say. And yeah, but mostly it's 90% developers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any farmers, or any family farmers, or who knows chickens?
Yes, we have a couple of people that have hosted chicken in their backyards.
Okay, perfect. So you know what the issues are and what the requirements are.
Yes.
Brilliant. And what's the big plan with this post the hackathon? Are you guys gonna change the world or Africa? Like, what's the plan with this work that you're doing at the moment?
No, I think as of now, it was not yet a discussion that we have concretized what we are going to do afterwards, but we have already identified different options that how, especially in the South African environment, where this application can be used. Also, we are looking at a level where it's solving our own local. Then that is the second phase that I think we can venture into it. Say, who are the people that can be able to buy into this idea, and how can they use? And the more we research, the more it's going to be user friendly for the market that we are targeting. But as of now, we're just enjoying ourselves. Yeah. But it's a big project. Everyone can take it from here. But I believe that if we want to see it succeeding, we need to marry this idea and die until death do us apart.
Awesome. And tell me, do you think this is only applicable to chickens, or can you use this for? Can you use the same logic and the same coding that you're using for any other agricultural issues as well?
I'm doing a research in terms of piggery. I think that in terms of the stats that it's more or less the same, because each and every pig, in terms of how many piglets it has, you need to keep the stats, how many they've produced, and whether there are any vaccination that we've used and so forth. All that data, as of now in South Africa, is done manually. Then if we have an application that we can do it over the cell phone, then we will be able to succeed, not only in terms of piggery, but in terms of all farming as of now. We will be able to learn. And also in terms of how do we share information between different farmers. As of now, we are only limited to association, but as an individual, there's nothing that where you can download and say, no, okay, these are the steps that I need to take.
Brilliant.
Sure.
Hi astronauts, we are DevNots. Do you want chicken or egg?
Hey guys, so I wanted to quickly find out from you, can you tell me a little bit about your team and then tell me about your project that you're working on?
A team of 4. Well, 4 now is our designer Tammy, this is our backend engineer Siko, this is our mobile lead, You can introduce yourself. Melvin. And I am Bong, of course. I'm the physics guy.
Okay.
And of course, we're doing the nearest object database, but we also want to simulate the solar system so that it can display to a certain level of accuracy the orbits. And when a person probes maybe planet Earth, they can see which objects are near planet Earth and which are of danger to planet Earth and what we can do about that.
Awesome. So how does it feel spending a weekend being scientists?
It's been hectic because you can see we've been doing a lot of math and physics, which has been quite challenging, but it's been fun.
Okay.
It's really amazing.
What's the plans with this once you've accomplished whatever you're building at the moment? Like,
we obviously releasing it under GPL, which is GNU General Public License. We want to. We have the project already, and we also have the logo. So we want this to be an actual app, which maybe later on we're going to publish to the App Store, but we want to develop a community around it because it's really an important app. What really makes it special is the social aspect of it, because it involves everyone who has equipment, everyone who's a scientist who spots an object near Earth which has never been discovered before. They can share it and someone else can say, okay, I also saw this. So the more people agree that they saw a certain object, the more it goes up in rankings, and that data can be taken by NASA, and then they can analyze those objects that are popular in the system. So it sort of adds the social, the crowdsourcing of identifying near-Earth objects and interesting things.
Awesome, brilliant. Okay, tell me about your team and the project that you're working on.
All right, hi. All right, our group's name is called Deciphers because we believe that we're taking all the information, all the photos and all the other media files, and that people couldn't reach before because they're in different formats and they're in different websites, and we're putting them together in one platform where other people can visit them and they can share with other people. And we're also exposing that to the developers via an API so they can build more products that interact with such content. We're doing this project under the challenge called the Blue Marble of us. And yeah.
Awesome. And so what's the skill sets here? Are you all computer developers or software developers or scientists, or what's happening here?
I'm a designer. And a designer and a developer, both mobile and web, and also back-end. Yeah, but on this project I'm mainly doing the front-end design for the mobile and the web.
Sorry. I'm a software developer, but I do front-end as well. So on this project I'm working on the front end of the website and some of the back end.
All right, I try to juggle a lot of things at once, but my main specialty in this project is the server-side stuff. So getting the machines up and running and just administering all the back-end stuff. And I'm also doing a lot of PHP coding on the back end as well.
I'm working on the mobile development. I can do most of the development stuff, but yeah, for this project I do mobile stuff, research, technologies you can use and all that.
Brilliant. And how does it feel working on something like space issues? Like, is this something you guys ever thought you would be working on?
It's fantastic. It's great. Yeah, with me, I've always astronomy was one of my career choices. Unfortunately, I couldn't go there for some strange reasons. So yeah, it feels like a reunion.
Yeah, it does actually feel great. This other week we were watching videos, space videos, and yeah, man, they were awesome. I couldn't wait to begin this project.
Plus we gotta work with like different kind of data set. That's kind of great. Very good.
It's NASA.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't want to do it for NASA? I mean, I've worked on a lot of apps, I've worked on a lot of piece of code and all of that, but just because it has the tag NASA behind it, it just makes it feel different, more special, I guess. So yeah, that's true.
Sanibona NASA from South Africa. Mzansi for sure.
Hey guys, can I do a quick interview with you? So, quickly, I just want to know who your team is and then tell me a little bit about your project.
Right, the name of the team is Feedback.
Feedback, and why is that?
Well, because it's linking with our project. Our project is for the record.
Okay.
And for the record, what it does is it's an app where we have NASA students, and then NASA students are gonna come and then give their feedback of how they are feeling, their experiences about NASA, and then they're gonna come there and then have it's just like any other place where you find a placeholder where you just put your feelings, how you feel about the place, and then have emotions or something like that.
Okay.
Just to add a little bit more on that, when you are, it's not only the students, the NASA students who are going to view the comments that they put there. We're also going to have anyone who just came outside NASA, who can just come there without registering. You just view all the comments that all the NASA people are talking about. So, and to do that, you don't really have to register.
Okay.
So that it can give you that allowance just on the login screen.
Okay. So it's like an open, it's an open forum for people to see what people are saying, but you have to be a registered student to actually comment and contribute to them.
Yes.
Nice.
Point exactly.
So how does it feel to work on something for space? Like, have you guys ever thought that you'd work on a project for a big space agency, or that South Africans could be part of something like this?
No. It's actually a very interesting experience. Hopefully we'll learn more from each other.
Awesome.
I actually quite learned a lot of things just today, or just taking as a group different people, and then so it's interesting.
But just so I may ask, we don't really have to stick to what we have here as the projects, right? We can do the additional stuff on there.
You're more than welcome to. I think you can. It's an open environment where they kind of give you a challenge, and you can apply that challenge the best way you see fit, but grow on top of it as well. Kind of that's the idea. That's what they're looking for. It's open innovation. So it's an idea of like, this is what we as an organization has identified as a potential project or an issue that needs solving. But once you put it out there, people start interpreting it differently. So, yeah, definitely put as much as yourselves in there that you think is possible. It's creativity and applying your own knowledge to it. Okay, I want to get you guys to. So first, before we do that, so just a quick one. So, what's the skill set here? Like, are you all software developers, or are they scientists, or are they designers? Like, what's the skills in this team? Mixed.
I think it's a lot of software developers mostly, and very few designers. Yeah, but hopefully we'll get it right.
Okay. How does it feel to be girls in this team? Like, how do you feel it's like women scientists, like working on this project?
It's really a nice experience. It is nice. At some point, intimidated because you like. At some point, you find guys having this kind of like I don't know, logic you don't have at some point. But then we're getting there. We're getting there. Very nice. It's a nice experience.
Awesome. Okay.
It shows that we can live in a man's world.
You can, definitely. And in this case, a man's universe, or women's universe.
It's a women's universe. Yeah.
That's why we're giving the design into women, so that they can style it however it can be interesting. Because
I know,
they have much more
this guy is using it. Not only doing the design, not only doing the design, because designing is just so small. We got this one.
I can see who's leading this team. when we asked you to interview, like everyone was dumbstruck until you spoke. So think you'll be the spokesperson. Okay, so I want to ask you guys a favor. I want you to, in your own way, say hi to the guys at NASA.
Houston, you have a problem, but don't worry, we are fixing it. From South Africa, Pretoria.
No, the team actually is creative mindset.
Creative mindset. So what are you guys working on? Which challenge are you doing?
The challenge that we're doing is for the record. We're actually creating records of, let's say, statistics used by students or individuals at learning institutions. So it's a collection of information that is provided to the system, and it can be used on the other side as overlooking on what's going on and actually what people are saying with the actual program that they took.
Okay.
Yes.
What's the skill set here? Are you all software developers?
Well, for myself, I've been in hardware and software and mobile.
Yeah, I mean software development, mobile development.
I'm also in development.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm from networking perspective, web development, but now I'm just starting to learn in the mobile development. So I'm just new in the industry, but I'm hoping to learn for the best.
Ever thought you're going to work on a space project?
No, never thought.
Just seeing the rocket from 5 years flying there, it's just like, what's that? So it's a great opportunity being here.
Brilliant,
Yeah.
brilliant. Hey, who dreamt about being an astronaut here? Any of you?
Not really.
Hey.
I always wanted to be a programmer.
Okay.
We always wanted to sit. We always want to sit where there's a computer program every day.
Super. Okay, so you can say you just power hungry. Sit down and get something, do the work. Give code, and then do the work.
And I think that's where space is heading, right? Like with these rovers and everything.
Yeah.
It's all controlled from Earth and no people on board. So it's starting to become a reality for you guys to get into that industry as well.
Yeah.
One small code for man, one journey for mankind.